Hey, what's going on, y'all? Tania B here. So this video is going to be on really forgiving yourself, and really in making these videos I'm really healing out loud and with intentions of maybe inspiring someone to begin to be on their self-healing journey. And forgiveness is a huge part of this journey. And there's been multiple times, in particular, really like just a few minutes ago, I was looking at you know how like Facebook have like your memories and everything like that. And I had a video up with one of my nephews, and I was just going through like the video and everything, and I saw like the comments. And this was like a year ago. And one of my exes had commented. I didn't know that they had commented a year ago. I didn't know, but I just saw it today. And my reaction, I could still tell that I have not fully forgave myself, that I'm still actually healing from that relationship. And I really didn't know that, like I still think about them here and there. But far as like the body doesn't lie, you know. And I could feel what I was feeling in my body, and I could tell that there was still some healing that needs to be done. And this is just was today, like a couple of minutes ago before I did this video. And I've been on this healing journey for a while. That's why I tell people like this is something like it's a constant practice to do, in order to really keep yourself on like a higher vibration. And like the feeling that I felt, it was just something in like my gut, and my thoughts had went to like it just happened so quickly. It went to like the good times that we had, and then it switched to all of the um, toxic behaviors that was in the relationship. And I just started to feel bad. Like I started to blame myself, like damn, if I was not acting in that way, if I didn't say those things, if I didn't put my hands on them, then things would be so much different. And I just had to really talk to myself of forgiveness. And maybe you're in a situation maybe where you may want to maybe, for instance, in your situation, maybe you want to get back with your past lover where it was toxic or something like that, because you want things to work out. Or maybe you're consistently blaming yourself. Like I can admit I was blaming myself even just a few minutes ago, like damn, like I shouldn't have acted in certain ways because the relationship could have just turned out so differently. But also I have to still look at it on the realm of it's a lesson learned, in that everything truly does happen for a reason. And like I'm a firm believer of that. So there's a reason why it did not happen the way how I thought it would happen. And sometimes our own personal plans is completely different of what God plan is for us. And sometimes what we want is not what we need. And I just really want to just encourage you all, if you do need to do some self-healing, and forgiveness is so important. Like forgiveness is truly for ourselves. It is for ourselves. And when we start to forgive ourselves, things start to shift in your life. Things start to be different. And you can really, like, physically, you'll start to see things, and emotionally you will feel lighter. Mentally you will feel more clear minded. And one of the things that helps with self-forgiveness, and even when it comes to maybe you feel like someone had wronged done you wrongdoing, like in a relationship, because I'm really going to stick to speaking about relationships because that's what these videos are about. I may be saying it wrong, and please forgive me if I am saying it wrong. The Ho'opono, I got that from my mentor, and I believe she had got that from it was a doctor. I have to, honestly, I should have, it just came to me, so I didn't know I was going to be speaking on this, or I would have probably looked up his name, but you can definitely put it in like a search engine, and I know it's like a Hawaiian prayer, and I know they have different styles of it, but this is the one that I typically will do is, please forgive me, I forgive you, I love you, thank you, please forgive me, I forgive you, I love you, thank you. And you can say that to yourself. I mean, as far as like self-forgiveness, since that's what this is particularly speaking about, just consistently saying it to yourself, looking yourself in the mirror while you're saying that, please forgive me, I forgive you, I love you, thank you. And can keep doing it until you really start to feel a shift within inside of yourself change. And also too, you can even visualize, or if you still have like a photo of maybe your partner, or I'm pretty sure you still know what they look like, you can just see them in your mind's eye and feel them and say those lines if you choose to, if it resonates with you. There are different forms that I've heard different people say, and whichever works best for you, because this is for you. We all heal differently. We all heal with different techniques, different practices. So just choose what's best for you. I'm just speaking on what works for me. And so self-forgiveness is so important, because if we consistently blame ourselves, we will not truly begin to grow from what it is that we have experienced in the past within like our relationships. And not forgiving ourselves can block so many blessings. Not forgiving ourselves can manifest in a lot of lack and limitation in all aspects in our life. Like, you may have some really hardcore unforgiveness that's inside of like within your heart, and it even though you may not see it, some of you may, but sometimes you may not know that by you not forgiving yourself is blocking so many aspects in your life. Like, it can definitely affect your health. It can definitely affect your other relationships. It can definitely affect like your work. It can definitely affect just your happiness by just not forgiving yourself. So I just encourage anyone out there, if you need to forgive yourself, okay? And the thing is, like, I didn't even know that I needed to do more forgiveness work within this relationship until I saw their name in their profile photo. And I didn't know, but like this, I just felt this surge of just emotion, I would say. I mean, it definitely wasn't as what's the word, as intense as it was in the past. However, I still felt it, and that's the thing, because I can look at other exes and even talk to them or see their days and stuff, and I don't feel anything. Like, I don't feel anything, but I did once in the past. But this person in particular, I felt something, and I can't deny it, and I won't deny it. And so I know that, hey, you need to do some more forgiveness work, all right? Because that's what my body was telling me. That's what my body was signaling to myself. So you may feel like you have forgiven yourself, but situations will happen that will prove to you whether you're right. And regardless of what the outcome may be, no judgment. That's one of the biggest things, is no judgment, and just to do the work, whatever you need to do. So you need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is so important. It's so important. We all need it, because if you truly want to change, if you truly want to, transform from where you are to where you want to be, who you are to become, have your spirit be light, okay? And you can make your spirit, your soul, so much lighter with forgiveness, self-forgiveness. Amazing things will happen. So that's what I wanted to say. I definitely appreciate everyone who's watching this vid. Definitely hit the like button if you like it. Definitely subscribe, hit the bell if you want to, be up to date, keep up to date with videos that I'm specifically speaking about on, like domestic violence from the perspective of the actual aggressor. Because that has been my experience, and that's what I'm focusing on, to be a support for other people who have been in situations like I have. And so that's it. Definitely reach out to me. I am open to doing complimentary sessions for now. You can reach me at 248-710-B, 248-710-B, and we can see if we vibe with each other. All right, guys, keep smiling. I love you. Keep loving yourself.